I have YouTube Premium, and YouTube is still giving me ads. Let's talk about it. So I've had YouTube Premium for a little while now. A friend gave me one of the extra keys to their family plan, so thanks so much for that. And, for the longest time there wasn't any ads. That's just how this is supposed to go. Recently, I've noticed that I've been seeing one particular Pluto ad between videos on my longer private playlists that I built myself, so I know what content is in those videos. This ad is not a part of the content, okay? I am not talking about sponsored segments included by the creators of these videos. In fact, when I actually caught this ad, it was not a part of the playlist at all, and the video tools, such as pause and volume adjustment, just, went away entirely. I could not pause the ad, I could not stop the ad. It was just, there. It wasn't a long ad, it was the Pluto TV ad, but it was there, and that's odd. And, in researching the issues on forums, it's very unhelpful, because every time they give you this checklist, assuming you're stupid, saying, are you logged in? Are you using an incognito browser? Do you have sponsorships disallowed in your settings? None of those are the issue. I'm starting to wonder if this is, intentional. I keep YouTube videos running in the background while I do things to keep my brain too busy to let the demons in. Whenever there's an extended period of silence and I am just left to my own thoughts, those thoughts get unpleasant. When I know my mental health isn't doing so well and my thoughts are going to be on the darker side, I just leave the playlist running in the background while I do other things, and this is normal. I do have thoughts. I do have times where there is silence and time to think fairly often, but this is a mental health defense mechanism. But moving on to the core point here, this is a paid service, YouTube Premium, and the core promise is no ads, especially if you, have ads disallowed in your settings. And they're giving me ads anyway. And I suspect, because the playlists are so long, and I also have sleepy playlists, so playlists that I leave on while I'm sleeping, that they expect I'm not conscious or actually watching them, and can therefore slip in ads without me noticing, which clearly they're wrong. Because I've noticed. And that seems like a really scummy thing to do, to try and squeeze more profit out of a paid service, which promises no ads, by putting ads where there should not be ads. And I don't even know what I can do about this. So far, anytime anybody has brought anything remotely similar to Google's attention, they've been brushed off or gaslit into thinking that they've done something wrong with their settings or what device they're watching the thing on. And when the original complaint post on the forum indicates that they did everything right, that they should not be seeing ads. It's not good. And I think people should be angry about this. But not a lot of people are going to be angry about this. Because again, I think YouTube is being clever and targeting users who they believe to not be paying that much attention, and slipping them in between very long playlists. So, we are a small fraction of users, whereas most people just wouldn't encounter this, but that doesn't make it any less important, because, again, we are still paying customers. I don't know, man. I don't really have a solid conclusion to this video besides, man, this sucks. Thanks for listening.